back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Woosah. We gotta fucking decompress a little bit after yesterday. We had fucking 4 humongous fights stolen from us, stolen from our MMA hearts. They ripped our fucking hearts out of our chest, slammed them, spiked them on the ground, and fucking stepped on them with some goddamn steel toe boots. Actually, I don't know what the fuck the steel toe has to do if you're stomping. So fucking they had cleats on them bitches. You get the point. They were fucking stepping on our hearts, and they picked them up, and they fucking ate them. All right, I'm not. You get the fucking point. We got fucking dealt oblique kicks to the heart all day yesterday, starting with Wonder Boy versus Teal. We thought it was a done deal, but oh no. Wonder Boy's coach slash dad said, fuck that, put your son in there versus Wonder Boy. Then we thought we had Chris Cyborg versus Holly Holm, and Holly Holm's coach said, fuck that, you better give us way more money than we're getting paid right now if you want, or if not, put your daughter in there versus Chris Cyborg. No, they didn't say that, but you get the fucking point. They didn't want to fight. Those fights got taken away from us, and then to top it all off, the fights that were already booked, the fights that we already were salivating at, Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway, and fucking Dominic Cruz versus Jimmy Rivera, gone with the fucking wind. And I figured out why. I figured out why that all of this happened to us. It's because we've been ungrateful. It's because we didn't fucking say a prayer or thank the MMA gods after UFC 217. So without further ado, motherfucking, let's get to that. Dear MMA gods, what the fuck? Oh yeah, bow your head if you're not. What the fuck, MMA gods? Why? UFC 217 was so amazing. Thank you very much for that. Yes, we probably got a little bit, whatever the word is, spoiled. Yeah, we got a little bit spoiled with UFC 217. I understand. Fucking great night of fights. One of the greatest nights of fights of all time. So, you know what? I'm here to fucking call it a truce. You don't fucking take any more of these big fights from us, and we'll fucking remain grateful. Alright, I'm fucking done before this shit gets any more awkward. Alright, so, but we do got good news, ladies and gentlemen. The UFC is starting to rebuild after every disaster. Man, talk about natural disasters, earthquakes, fires, fucking floods, UFC cards getting fucking is that a natural? Okay, that's not natural. That's just a disaster. You get the fucking point, bro. Now it's time to rebuild. Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar was canceled. It's cool. It's cool. You know why? I'm about to make everything better because we're going to slide Cub Swanson right in that bitch. And yeah, you know what was cool in all the Hawaiian history with BJ Penn and Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway avenging BJ Penn. But to be honest, I'm down with the Cub fight. You know, if you told me, bro, you only get to pick one fight out of these two to watch. No, even in a fucking vacuum. Don't even consider the history. Max Holloway versus Cub Swanson or Max Holloway versus Frankie Edgar. I'm taking Max versus Cub, buddy. And I'm sure a lot of your fucking, you know, a lot of people would. The only reason people are really going with Frankie Edgar is because the history, is because he might not get another title opportunity at this stage in his career. Frankie Edgar's already a legend, so this was going to be possibly his last shot to reclaim the featherweight title before he rode off into the fucking sunset. But now, Frankie Edgar did get injured. He did say he would be back, and he's still looking forward to a fight with Max at some point. But it's going to be down the road now, you know what I'm saying? Who knows when that's going to be? What if Cub Swanson fucking comes out here with a leaping left hook like Rose Namajunas and shocks the world? You know what I'm saying? So, who fucking knows? Anything can happen in the world of MMA if we didn't learn that from UFC 217. So you definitely don't want to put your fucking eggs in the Frankie versus Max basket. I mean, it's not like that was a fucking mega fight anyway. It's not like fucking, you know, Connor Tony. Speaking of Connor Tony, that's another way that the MMA gods can fucking sprinkle a little blessings down on us minions or whatever the fuck you want to call us. We're unworthy. We're unworthy. But Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. Yo. You know, we don't got Holly Holm. We lost Holly Holm versus Cyborg on 219. We lost Cruz versus Rivera on 219. But you know what would make up for both of those and that fucking fast? That fucking fast. God damn it. Edgar and McGregor sound too much alike. So when I go fucking throwing Tony in there, it comes out. So Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor, end of the year, UFC 219, and I won't get, hey, it'll be like me and the MMA guys just fucking made up, you know, kissed and made up. What? There was supposed to be Cruz versus Rivera and Holm versus I fucking forgot. Yeah, those were gonna be dope fights. But yeah, we were all really here for Conor versus fucking Tony. What are you telling me? You know what I'm saying? So now the Wonder Boy versus Till matchup, that was next year. They did get taken away from us, but it's still possible. Maybe the MMA gods, or maybe Dana White, WME, IMG, all these fucking dudes, Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby, you know the fucking list. Maybe they can incentivize Wonder Boy, or talk with Wonder Boy's coach or father and say, hey, check this out. I understand you only want to fight up, but check this out. 2 spots above Wonder Boy is Tyron Woodley. How much can you really fight up, brother? I mean, Robbie Lawler's already scheduled to fight, and you say you want to fight up. The only person above you is Robbie Lawler. So if Robbie Lawler loses his fight, the only person above you is going to be RDA, and he's probably going to want to fight Tyron. And you just hear me out. Just hear me out. If you had the opportunity to fight Wonder Boy or get a title shot, what are you taking? Oh, the title shot? Well, with that being said, Mr. Wonder Boy's dad. No, I was expecting, you just walked into my trap. With that being said, what the fuck are you gonna wait on? Because if Robbie or RDA fights Tyron, who does that leave you fighting, my guy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, he could fight the loser of RDA versus Lawler, but that's kind of fighting down. Alright, enough of this fucking scenario. We all want to see Darren Till versus Wonder Boy. You get the fucking point. But it might not happen, but this is the thing. This is the thing. We all love Wonder Boy, but the truth is we wanted to see Darren Till. You know what the fuck I'm talking about? We're high on Darren Till. I mean, of course, there's always those Wonder Boy people that are like, come on, if you were ranked number 2, you wouldn't fight number 6 either. Well, if that's the case, then I guess nobody should ever fucking fight, right? I guess Kamaru Usman shouldn't fight these unranked guys calling him out. I guess Derek Brunson shouldn't fight Paulo Costa because, like Derek Brunson told Paulo Costa, no, you got to fight some more people. And you know what? It's funny because it actually makes more sense, Derek Brunson's case, because Derek Brunson has fought more of a murderer's row at middleweight. You know what I'm saying? If you nitpick Derek Brunson, you're not gonna be unimpressed, you're gonna get more impressed. Oh, he fought Yoel Romero when he was 23. Holy shit, this kid had a man on deck. Oh crap, he was on a 5-fight knockout first round. Oh shit, he fought Robert Whittaker at middleweight. Oh my, Derek Brunson. But so what, are you gonna tell Derek Brunson, yeah, you should only fight up when there's nobody that'll fight him that's above him? Or you say, no, Derek Brunson, go ahead and fight Paulo Costa, bro. If you feel like you can beat him, it should be easy money. Take this paycheck, right? I'm not understanding. So to me, the Derek Brunson, Wonder Boy Till scenarios are kind of different, but it's the same thing. If you're gonna use the excuse Wonder Boy should not fight Till because Darren Till is only ranked number 9, then why would Robbie Lawler fight Wonder Boy? No, sorry, I only want to fight up. If everybody fought up, you would literally never get to make a match, because number 3 would want to fight number 2, but number 2 would say no because they want to fight number 1, but number 1 would say no because they want to fight the champion, but the champion's going to say no because they want to go up and go for a new belt. So that fucking whole, sorry, you're ranked under me so I can't fight you, it's not working, bro. That doesn't work for me. So with that being said, fucking that ain't even what this video was about. The whole fucking Wonder Boy Till scenario, it was about all the fights that got taken away from us, and that was just one. And I seen some fucking Wonder Boy apologists, or whatever the fuck you want to call them, Wonder Boy Darren Till deniers. Oh yeah, no, he's not on Wonder Boy's level. Who is? Who the fuck is on Wonder Boy's level? Why did he fight Masvidal if he only wants to fight up? Alright, you get the fucking point. We lost these 4 fights. Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor could make up for literally all 4 of these fights. If you told me yesterday, alright, we got to make a trade, we're not going to get Tony Ferguson unless you sacrifice like a fucking NBA trade. If you sacrifice, well, it's not a sacrifice. If you give me your Cruz Rivera fight, your Holm Cyborg fight, give me your Till Wonder Boy fight, and throw in Edgar Holloway, I'll give you Tony fucking Ferguson versus Conor McGregor December 30th in Vegas. I say, you know what? Sacrifice them hoes. Get them out of here. Give me Tony. Give me Conor. Let's fucking... I'm just fucking around. Ain't no way. If you're a casual fan, you would have sacrificed them fucking 4 fights all day. But as a hardcore fan, I'll watch those 4 fights. Oh my God, Darren Till versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Holly Holm. You know what? I'm not even gonna rehatch all those fights and piss you all off that they're not happening. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you type in the comments. I'm out. Holy fuck, I'm not out. I'm not out. this video is probably gonna go on for a couple more minutes because yeah, I forgot this was supposed to have a topic, you know, a headline, and it's supposed to include more news. We already knew that shit. We already knew those fights were canceled and we wanted to see Tony versus Conor. I was talking, this whole video was about the rebuilding process because we're starting to have fighters offer to step up and replace some of these guys, you know, salvage some of these fights, as in Cub Swanson, Aldo. These guys are stepping up. They're willing to fight Holloway on the short notice, you know what I'm saying? They're willing to replace Frankie Edgar. Also in the Darren Till fight, we're gonna get it, even if it's not Wonder Boy. It's gonna be an amazing Darren Till fight. Even if Wonder Boy don't want that smoke, Darren Till's gonna be fighting somebody, and we're gonna be watching. It's gonna be great. So that fight, even though it's gone, we're cool. The Holly Holm Chris Cyborg fight, someone pointed out that Holly Holm, you know, she might have priced herself out the game so she could fight Amanda Nunes, because Amanda Nunes was going to be defending her title versus Raquel Pennington, who was in a car accident. And since Raquel Pennington was in a car accident, I believe she might have broken her leg and she lost her title fight because she's going to be injured when she was supposed to be fighting. So Amanda Nunes might be Holly Holm's next target. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather fight for Amanda Nunes' belt or Chris Cyborg's belt? I think we know that answer. So that fight might be saved. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely watch Holly versus Amanda. That'd be a great fight. So those three fights, and then also Yoel Romero. No, that's not one. We'll do, yeah, this one about the Aldo stepping up. So Jose Aldo has offered to step up and replace Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway, which is interesting because Jose Aldo just lost to Max Holloway. It would be a rematch, which would be dope. I just don't see how Aldo wins that fight. I mean, if you couldn't beat Max Holloway on a full camp training and preparing for him, how are you going to beat him short notice? You know what I'm saying? Right? You're literally your next fight. So I don't think Aldo's the fight to make. I think it's got to be Cub Swanson. The thing with Cub Swanson is they're going to have to give Cub Swanson a new contract. Cub Swanson has said he would take the fight, though. As well as there's another person that said they would take the fight, Aljamain Sterling. Somebody said that shit, but no, that was the Dominic Cruz fight. But still, Cub Swanson, he said he'll take the fight, but he's got to get his contract renegotiated. He did post a picture. It was pretty funny. It was like when he found out about the news, Frankie Edgar dropping out, it was like, you know, just a face, just like, I'm like, holy shit, did that just happen? Like, we're in the money. Like, he knows now the UFC needs him. Not only do they need to re-sign him, for one, for two, they might need him for a title fight. So he thought he might be fighting Brian Ortega in a main event and then going to Bellator. Now here Cub Swanson is maybe about to get a new contract, the contract he wanted, and fight for a title. So that's pretty fucking dope if you're Cub Swanson. So hopefully the UFC will get the deal done with Cub Swanson. But either way, Max Holloway did say, no matter what, I'm fighting Detroit. I don't care who it's got to be. I don't care if it's got to be a Malice at the Palace Part 2. I'll fight anybody in fucking Detroit. UFC, get it done. So, even though we lost Frankie Edgar, we still got the champ Max Holloway. He's still going to be defending his belt, which is still dope. With that being said, now it is what it is. The MMA gods have started to rebuild our fucking hearts. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tell me in the comments. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.